All right, we made it out here to our spot, and it is pretty rough, but I do see a couple fish down there, so we're gonna drop a jig down onto some fish. We're gonna see if anything wants to play. I'm gonna move up front here. Yeah, there's a little bit of life down there, not a whole lot, but you never know what's gonna happen. Come on, get undone. There we go. All right, we got a Cabela's Mean Eye jig, and we're gonna send it on down to the bottom here. Seems to be some returns. Ooh, that's a big wave. Seems to be some echoes going down there from the sonar, so we're gonna see if we can pick up something. I hope it's not gonna be like a sheephead. I'm sick of those things. But you know what? Fish is a fish. We're gonna see what hits. Something's already giving it a little tappy. Can feel something bumping on it. So the water's pretty murky. A lot of mud from the winds here in the past couple weeks. But it's not like it was a few days ago. And the wind's kind of been out of the north-northeast, and it's really died down a lot here in the past few hours. Got some rain moving in from the southwest. And today is kind of my only chance here to pick up some fish before we have a couple of days of bad weather. Ooh, bumpy. There we are, fish on. I think we got ourselves a perch. What do we have here? Yes, we do. It's perch time. All right, let's check them out. Look at this guy. All right, we love us a good perch. Here we are, nice little perch. Bye-bye. All right, so we know the perch are biting. We're gonna set us up another camera here. All right, we got our other camera rolling here. That's good. What we're going to do is drop it back down. Man, it's a little bumpy. Whoop. Got to slide over in this seat and not get knocked off the boat. Yeah, this is going to be a interesting little session here. See if we can pick up something other than these perch, although I do love perch. I mean, they're great fish, and I'm not keeping any. That's why we're just throwing them back. We're strictly fishing for YouTube. Okay. Could probably fish with a smaller jig and pick up a lot more perch, but I'm okay with what I got. They're pretty aggressive fish. They'll bite some of the bigger lures. So what I'm doing is taking this vertical blade jig, letting it bounce off the bottom, bumping off the sand and the mud down there, and then giving it a little bit of a pull. And then when I do that, it makes the vibrations, and then you just kind of let it sit for a second. See if you can get anything to commit. Boy, Lake Erie sure can be choppy, especially for a 16-foot boat. There we are. Got something here. Another perch, maybe? Yeah, oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. Look at this guy. He is huge. Look at this. Nice. All right, we're gonna grab you just to get you with the, there we are. Just so I can get the hook out without making a mess, because these perch are stabby. There we are. Look at that. That is a nice perch. Beautiful little guy. All right, see you later, man. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, I'll do a couple more. Seeing lots of life down there. So we're using a pretty atypical perch rod and reel. I'm using a Bass X, 7'1" medium fast action, and a Shimano SLX DC. So this is really a casting reel for bass, but I mean, it works just fine for vertical jigging. It goes straight down to the bottom quick, and I have no problems with it. Oh, there we are. Got another one. Oh, this could be a little bit even bigger. Ooh, look at him. All right. We are into the perch. Another nice little perch. Hey, buddy. See ya. I don't even know why I'm going to the front. Might as well just stand back here, keep moving back here. So yeah, we'll just stand here for a second. Keep moving. They are hungry. Hungry perch. A lot of them out here on Lake Erie. They've been few and far between over the past couple of years in the Central Basin, which is where we are, but that has sort of changed. And you get your pods, you know, you get your better years than some others, and big groupings of yellow perch. It's a good spot here. I like the spot. It always kind of yields for them. I'm seeing some marks down there, and they are definitely looking kind of small and squiggly, like the perch. Oh yeah, there's a lot down there. All right, so what we'll do is just let it sit for a second. Ooh, getting bumped around. Getting bumped around by these washing machine waves. There's really no rhyme or reason, although they're sort of coming from the northeast. They come off the back. They come off the land too, off the shore, and they just make it like a washing machine out here. Be nice to get us a walleye on the jig and bite too. Always nice to have a nice walleye vertical jigging. Trolling's one thing, but jigging for them is just great. It's just a great feeling. So what I'm doing with the remote is just repositioning the boat with the gesture. So I'll just point where I want to go, press the button, and the anchor lock will move over roughly 5 or 6 feet. So you press it twice, that's 12 feet. It's pretty accurate. Although I just had a problem with it a second ago. And I'm glad that that got kind of solved, because it was having a compass error, and not just like location, but it was saying there was interference with the compass, which just didn't make any sense. So luckily a reset just cut the power, stow it, turn it back on, and that seemed to solve it. Water temperature is 57 degrees. We're in 23 feet of water. And turning off the anchor lock for a second, we're going to drift backwards. Oh, there we are. Oh, I had him. He got off. Ha! I'm going to slide back up front. There we are. I had you. Had you for a second. I can't tell if I foul hooked you or what, but oh, anyway. There we are. Sometimes it gets caught up. Oh, there we are. Dang it, man. Where's this wind coming from now? It's almost stopped. We just got a bunch of rollers and waves from the wind earlier that are still here, but the wind's almost non-existent now. It's really died off. I'd say it's maybe 3 miles an hour, maybe 4. Got a lot of boats out there. Further out, they're obviously after the walleye. There we are. Oh boy. You're messing with me, fishy. You're messing with my emotions. If I was keeping fish today, I'd probably have my limit here pretty soon. But there we are. Gotcha. You're easy to figure out, man. These guys just slurp it right up. Look at this guy. Oh, another big one. Wow. Yes. You are massive. Look at that. All right, let's see if we can get you undone easy. Look at this guy. Now he's pooping all over my boat. I hate when they poop. This is a big, big perch. Long. Look at this guy. Not bad, huh? Dismount. Wow. Can you see all the fish there? That is all perch. I mean, that is a lot of perch. We just hit the mother load. So, what the heck? Let's just get a couple more here. Then maybe we can move. I don't know. I don't mind all of them, but surely would like something else. Maybe a walleye. Not gonna be picking up any smallmouth out here, that's for sure. Whew. I'm hitting them. I'm like, as I'm jigging there, there's some weird clouds out there. What is that? There we are. As I'm jigging, they are coming up to it and running into it. Another small one here. Hey, fella. Let's see if we can get you undone quickly. See ya. All righty. There's a lot of them down there. The old finger sniff. Smells fishy. Smells good. Do love the smell of some good old stinky perch. I just love the smell of fish, period. Not sure. Maybe that's growing up in Savannah, Georgia and being near the seafood co-op all the time. There we go. Golly, man, we are on the board with all of these perch. I probably should be keeping them, but I'm not. Stay. There we are. Hey, this little baby. Hey, baby boy. Tiny little guy. See ya. There's no shortage of Lake Erie yellow bandits out here, that's for darn sure. Fish are biting, and that's all that matters. The main thing I don't want to do is clean fish. I'm just not in a fish cleaning mood right now. Therefore, and I have some in the freezer too. But bottom line is, you know, I should keep them. I'm not. Woo, that's a big wave. Not keeping them, just fishing. Out here having a good time. After work. 5:30. Only been out here about 30 minutes. Pretty close to a limit. Limit for Central Basin's a little bit less. Yeah, in this muddy water, man, these chartreuse lures really shine. They just, you know, add that flash. You can see it in the mud. It's almost white for the fish, they say. the yellow sort of fades to white, especially down there where there's no sun. But they pick it up. They see it and they bite. We'll go sit down. Go sit down for a sec over here. So I'm being pretty aggressive here with the jerks on the walleye, on the Cabela's mean-eye blade, because of the water quality. It's just not very clear. It's muddy, and any sound's going to draw them in nicely. They're not overly spooked as easily right now with this muddy water. So it seems to be helping. It draws them in. It's drawing them in, and there is just a metric ton of action on this sonar. All right, let's call it. Let's call this spot. Let's go try to throw something different at some structure. We'll see if we can pick up a smallmouth. Woo! Boy, oh boy, it is just lumpy out here. That is a huge drum. Good Lord. Let's get over here. You're a little bit big. Yeah. Slide over a smidge. Look at this thing. Oh my God. Yeah, he's huge. He's huge. So what we're gonna do is, there we are. Oh boy, look at this. That is one huge drum. Yep, that's a big one. There we are. See ya, buddy. Too big. Too big. There we go. There we go. Fish on. Oh, another drum. Another drum. This is Drum Central Station around here. Got another one. Little guy.